Saratoga Springs police need your help identifying suspects in a string of thefts this week. The details ahead at 5.
The last big summer travel weekend is coming up. Your budget may not be stretched as thin this year thanks to a dip in gas prices.
Plus, parents spend hundreds on school supplies, and teachers often pick up the check for the rest. Support here in the Capital Region to ease those burdens.
CBS 6 News starts now with breaking news.
We begin tonight with breaking news. The Albany County Airport Authority will continue its search for a new CEO.
It comes as the current CEO, Philip Calderone, you see him right there behind us, is pushing for an extension to his contract. It all started with a report by the Times-Union earlier this month that Calderone's contract would not be renewed, something the TU says was planned by County Executive Dan McCoy. They say he wanted the job. McCoy has strongly denied those claims and said this week he actually intends to run for re-election. Calderone fighting to keep his job, even getting support from the Albany County Legislature now. The Airport Authority Board now says it tried to meet with Calderone to discuss options, but he rejected their offer. The controversy comes amid a major expansion project at the airport. You've seen it if you've been there, with the board even hoping to keep Calderone on to see its completion. With no such luck, though, the board has now given him 90 days notice of termination. The Albany County Legislature's Mass Transit Committee is set to review the airport's capital plan as we speak. A lot to unpack there. All right, we're learning more tonight as Colony Police are still searching for suspects in a brutal attack at Dick's House of Sport in Latham. 2 people beaten with baseball bats after trying to buy limited edition sneakers. The suspect stealing the shoes and running off. One of the suspects, 19-year-old Kyle Folks, was found at the scene and arrested. He remains behind bars at the Albany County Jail tonight. CBS 6's Brandon Sapardi just spoke with Colony Police. She joins us live tonight. Bree, what are you hearing in this case? All right, thank you, Bree. Tonight, Saratoga Springs police are warning of a series of thefts from parked cars earlier this week. Most happened in neighborhoods outside of downtown around Loudon and Old Schuylerville roads there in the city.
Police sharing photos of the suspects and asking anyone with additional information or photos and videos to share those as well. Now, these photos taken from footage of the recent thefts from cars. Police hoping someone might recognize the people seen. Some of the thefts happening closer to the race course and on the other side of the city on Grand Avenue. Police also say the culprits entered garages in some cases. Now get your smartphone camera out and scan the QR code right there on your screen. You can upload any photos or videos you have of the recent thefts and share photos or video with police. If you recognize these people, call police at the number or email on your screen. A boil water advisory in the village of Fonda now lifted following a water main break there last week.
Village leaders maintain the water has been safe to use and boiling was only needed for consumption. The latest boil water advisory follows a weeks-long order for all Fonda water customers, leaving many frustrated with how the village handled things. CBS 6 highlighted those concerns and how village leaders have been working behind the scenes for years now to ensure the safety of their drinking water. You can find our investigative special just by going to CBS6Albany.com. Now, whether you're ready or not, we are full steam ahead for the unofficial end of summer, Labor Day weekend.
It's a big travel holiday, and that means the roads, you can see them there, they will be packed, so you may be worrying about gas prices. CBS 6's Sam Copeland is live for us tonight, finding some good news for those preparing to hit the roads. Sam.
Yes, 6.
All right, thank you for that, Sam. Back to school means back to spending for families and for teachers.
The National Retail Federation estimates households will spend around $800 on supplies alone. CBS 6's Emma Quinn shares one way local teachers can save on spending this year.
For 19 years, Carrie Nichols and Emma Quinn.
And tomorrow in Albany, a community block party is offering free school supplies and backpacks. There will also be live music, games, and food, as well as free haircuts and other community resources. It's hosted by the Mental Health Empowerment Project, running from 1 to 7 p.m. tomorrow at 204 2nd Street in Albany.
Never before seen video has now been released showing Nancy Pelosi responding to the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol as she is evacuated from the Capitol.
This just hours after former President Donald Trump was indicted on revised charges relating to allegations that he tried to overturn the 2020 election. Skylar Henry has more from Capitol Hill.
On social media,
Coming up tonight in sports, it's not every day that boxing royalty comes to town.
Yeah, this is a big one. CBS 6 Sports Director A.J. Pankowski is live at the Adelphi Hotel in downtown Saratoga to explain why a few Hall of Famers made a stop here in the Capital Region.
And that switch to cool.
This presidential election season has had its fair share of twists and turns, that's for sure. And one of those happened last week when independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. effectively ended his campaign.
But it's a bit more complex than that. Kennedy suspending his campaign to endorse Donald Trump, and he's trying to remove his name from the ballot in swing states to help Trump's chances and not take votes away. As national correspondent Atra El-Nashar explains, that's easier said than done.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
And Wednesday.
Sounds good. Pick your spots this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, sports coming up next. CBS 6 Sports Director A.J. Pankowski is live for us at the Adelphi in downtown Saratoga for a youth charity boxing event.
That's right. He even spoke to a few Hall of Fame boxers on the state of the sport.
Back when boxing was boxing.
Yeah.
That's something. All right, JT next with Imani. I'm back at 6. Here's a look at what's ahead at 5:30.
A new state report taking a look at hate crimes will break down the concerning numbers. That's next.
CBS 6 News starts now.
And first at 5:30, your top stories and weather headlines. Here's what you need to know.
The Albany County Airport Authority will continue its search for a new CEO. It comes as the current CEO, Philip Calderon, is pushing for an extension to his contract. The Albany County Legislature's Mass Transit Committee is set to review the airport's capital plan as we speak.
The gunman who tried to assassinate former President Donald Trump may have targeted him out of opportunity. Among the new details from the FBI tonight, the shooter searched online for events held by both Trump and President Biden's campaign ahead of Trump's campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania.
A boil water advisory in the village of Fonda lifted following a water main break last week. Village leaders maintain the water has been safe to use and boiling was only needed for consumption. In-depth coverage on all of these stories online. Just head to CBS6Albany.com.
Some alarming numbers tonight from the state controller's office on hate crimes.
More than 1,000 hate crimes were reported across the state just last year, and data shows hate crimes are up 69% since 2019.
CBS 6's Ashley Kusakonki looks at the data as a local Jewish cemetery that was vandalized still waits for accountability.
I could see.
A Troy teenager sentenced to 10 years behind bars following a robbery set up over Tinder. 19-year-old William Camino receiving the sentence after another suspect involved set up a fake Tinder date in Troy. That's when police say Camino and 2 others robbed the victim at gunpoint, stealing his wallet and cell phone. The 2 others charged include Karina Carroll, who pleaded guilty and will spend 5 years in prison, while Terry Adams is currently in police custody. Still to come, a unique opportunity for horse racing fans in the Spa City.
How a recently remodeled Dunkin' Donuts gave fans the ability to meet icons of the sport. Plus, a father-son duo in the Capital Region with groundbreaking Alzheimer's research, how you may be able to diagnose it early and work to delay the onset.
The start of the 200th annual Scatucoke Fair kicked off this morning with the $2 admission fee to experience this year's fair.
And CBS 6's Sean Kavanaugh spent the afternoon at the fair taking it all in.
Sean, thanks. This last racing week is Fan Appreciation Week. NYRA thanking fans with special ticket deals and free giveaways. Buy one ticket, get one free same day for reserved seats in the clubhouse, grandstand, and Cutwater Stretch Premium Reserve section. Buy one reserve table, get one free same day in the Miller Time 4-Star Dave Sports Bar and Pick 6 Vodka Picnic Paddock. Tickets are available at NYRA.com/fans. On Sunday, fans can get the premium Saratoga Windbreaker while supplies last. Well, today, a newly remodeled Dunkin' celebrating its reopening in Saratoga, offering racing fans a chance to meet 2 stars of horse racing.
But not horses, jockeys, the Ortiz brothers to be exact.
Our customers.
Whether it's a hurricane, flood, tornado, or other natural disaster, the time to prepare for the next big storm is now.
In your Consumer Reports tonight, CBS 6's Julia Dunn has advice from experts on gearing up and preparing to protect your family in a weather emergency.
You can never fully.
All right, Steve, thanks very much. Coming up at 6 tonight on CBS 6, violent suspects still at large over a robbery at the Dick's store in Colony.
Well, we're learning from police about the incident straight ahead.
Plus, the last big summer travel weekend is coming up. We break down the cost of the pump as we head into that holiday weekend.
And easing the burden of school supply costs, how you can support parents and teachers in the capital region ahead of the new school year. A chemist at UAlbany and his son looking to make a major breakthrough in the world of Alzheimer's prevention. They believe this work could be the perfect pairing alongside new medication just approved last month by the FDA.
And as CBS 6's Lara Bryn reports in this week's Wellness Wake Up, he gave us a look into his research.
Blood, saliva.
Lara Bryn reporting for us tonight. The number of so-called 401k millionaires hit a new record high in the second quarter. That's according to Fidelity Investments. The increase based off new data analysis released today. The report looked at 24 million accounts across 26,000 employer-sponsored plans. As of June, nearly 500,000 401k accounts had balances of $1 million or more. The average 401k balance across all participants is about $127,000. That average up 13% from this time last year. Well, there was no jackpot winner for Tuesday's Mega Millions drawing.
That means the jackpot for Friday night will grow to an estimated $627 million. No one's won the big prize since June 4th. In fact, only 2 people have won the Mega Millions this entire year. By this time last year, the jackpot had been hit 8 times. The odds don't change, though. You still have less than a 1 in 300 million chance of winning. All right, well, still to come tonight, a local Boy Scout pitching in to help fix a rehab hospital's gazebo.
And we'll share the final product in a story that is positively upstate. Greg Floyd is next.